Time for baseball on MLB Network from Citizens Bank Park in the are looking to collect their 8th win in a row. Next, Jared Eichhoff will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Jared Eichhoff, one of the top up-and-coming pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Overhand curveball from a right-hander. Might have the best right-handed curveball from a starter in baseball right now. Guy has a terrific future.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches. Not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Manny Machado is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So for the first straight ahead, we're scoreless on MLB Network. Gabriel Ynoa, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction. Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scope has it. There's one. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Trumbo has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Chris Davis now. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
First offering on its way. Fouled off. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Franco has room in foul territory. Makes the play. 1 away.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be. Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Hit out towards second, and the Orioles have their first hit of the ball game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Here's Mark Trumbo now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch to short. Crawford has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now Carlos Santana coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League.
Carlos Santana.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
And he struck him out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop, another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn a double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm. I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Taken in by Machado. On to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready now for Baltimore, Caleb Joseph, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
6 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the inning. Hard to beat that. And beyond that, he has to feel good about the way the curveball is coming out of his hand. That was a nasty looking pitch.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that,
and we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
First pitch on its way. Softly hit out to short. And he makes a great diving stop for the out.
That ball wasn't actually smoked, more of a soft line drive, but a nice diving catch by the infielder right there, showing a lot of range.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Left side, but well foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Pereira rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
In now, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Williams at second with 2 down. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Popped up. Sardinhas has a play, and the inning is over. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. 3 complete from Citizens Bank Park. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Striding in once again, Luis Sardinhas. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and 1 strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pereira is there to take this ball in, and Machado is down on just 1 pitch. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Rhys Hoskins comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Pops this one up. And no one will get this one. Pulled softly out toward right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit for him has him aboard to start out their half of the 4th as we take a look at the league leaderboard in hits. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side, hit hard. And that will be a base hit here for Santana. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And the throw by Jones will not be in time. He's in there at third.
Catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. A throw to the plate, and he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And the run will score on the wild pitch. My goodness. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
From a batter's perspective, you swing through 2 breaking balls. You know he's trying to push the throttle and pull it a little bit. You have to tell yourself, I can't be too ultra aggressive and try.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Hit in the air to center field. Jones on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jared Eichhoff. He's set, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trumbo will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 4 full. It's the Phillies 3 and the Orioles nothing. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Schoop, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Ripped down the line, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Crawford waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Into the box now, Mark Trumbo. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Schoop leads off first with 1 away. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. Here comes another 0-2. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The next 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Orioles lead one. They trail it here 3-0. Now at the plate, Odubel Herrera. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First delivery to him on the way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Odubel Herrera. Number 11 for him on the season as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First offering on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits. So, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center. And I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Number 21 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
So now Carlos Santana. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Oye como vas, a solo home run for Carlos Santana. Number 197 in his career as this lead swells to 7-0. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Jan Marinez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Standing in now, Michael Franco, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. The second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More base. Tim Beckham will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 1, Tim Beckham. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 57, Luis Garcia.
Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 5 homers and 14 driven in.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Yeah, and here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Into the box now, Luis Sardinas. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swinging bunt to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles.
Here's Manny Machado now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Machado stands at second with 2 gone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air. Garcia just to the left of the mound. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 for the Orioles on the Machado double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Phillies 7 and the Orioles 1. Donnie Hart gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Scope is there, and that's out number 1.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Adam Rosales will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Hit on the ground to third. On to Davis at first, and there are two away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have five, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Hit on the ground out to short. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. They're on top 7-1. Pat Neshek comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. 1 out.
Now batting on the center fielder Adam Jones.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 0 for 4. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting right fielder Mark Trumbo.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez is up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 7-1. Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Now, it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Line drive to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And the throw by Jones will not be in time. He's in there at third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Santana. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Ready with another 0-2. To third. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in once again, Maikel Franco. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Eight runs, 14 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Line hard toward right center. Trumbo is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number. Phillies 8th, and the Orioles 1. Ready for another shot now. Caleb Joseph. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Chance Sisco will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15. Chance Sisco.
This one's down to 3rd. On to 1st, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Yeah, here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch is a circle change for a called strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 once more. Tapped out in front of home. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Michael Gibbons comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Andrew Knapp will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one. Looking for a 5th in this at-bat. He pulls this one into right. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 9-1 ball game. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Up next will be Nick Williams. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Cesar.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Oh, look at Davis. Hats off to that one. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More matinee baseball. Edward Ramos comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ready for another chance? Luis Sardinas starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Williams is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. Here's Manny Machado now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Out in front of it, strike one. One out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. High fly ball out to deep right field. Williams racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed up a little high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a breaking ball too low, 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
3-1 to him now. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 9-1 is the way this one ends. Philadelphia put on a show with the bats.